Hey, it's Read from Emerald Lotus Divination, a website that shares free weekly tarot resources for you. And this week I am excited because I'm getting fern everywhere. Okay. Honestly, I'm a little bit out of it today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just sat down to film this video and then I realized that my camera not only wasn't on, but it also wasn't even in front of me. Like I was gonna start filming this video with no camera. So that's how things are going for me. How are you? Let me know. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first video, welcome. If you're a returning watcher of my videos, then welcome back. How are you doing? Let me know. Okay, so I'm so excited to sit down and just read some tarot cards today. It's been a little while since I've done this on my channel, just like doing one of my free tarot spreads. But when I recently asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted to see on my channel, so many of you guys said that you wanted me to just do my free tarot spreads. Which, I mean, thank you, and I love you for that. But also, I'm like, really? Aren't you guys just want to watch me do my own spreads? Really? Really? Is that fun for you? Okay, sure. I'll do whatever you guys want me to. So that's what I'm doing today. But also, I am curious as to why you guys want me to do this. I guess you just like seeing me do the spreads because you find it helpful and fun. I don't know. But anyways, today I decided to do What's Worth Rewatching tarot spread. I have it pulled up on my phone because I cannot remember for the life of me what the placements are. So it's only a 4-card spread and I'll put it up on the screen every time I reference it. And I will link to the tarot spread down below if you want to check it out for yourself. Like I said, it's free. You can just access it either on my social media, it's on my Pinterest and Instagram and all that stuff, as well as my website. But I think I'll just link it to my website because I feel like it's easier. Anyways, so if you're doing this spread with me right now, leave me a comment and let me know and tell me what deck you're using and what your cards are. I will not interpret it for you, but I'm just curious to see. So yeah, let's get started. We're going to be using the Nature Spirit Tarot because, oh, we have one the wrong way, because I love this deck. It's beautiful. And I feel like I don't use it enough. And now that it's spring, it feels very appropriate. I just dropped all my cards. I just want to give these a bit of a shuffle because they've been inside my little pouch for a bit and I haven't gravitated towards them because I accidentally put them in this pouch that I have for the Cosmic Slumber because I like to keep the Cosmic Slumber in its box because I just think the box is so pretty, but I obviously need other places to keep tarot decks, and I put it in this one and then I totally forgot what was in here until I looked this morning and then I was like, oh, that is what I want to use today. So anyways, here I go, yapping away. Okay, so I am excited to see this, What's Worth Rewatching. I feel like so much has changed in my life in the past like couple of months. And I'm very excited to tell you all about it, but I don't know when I'll do that. Okay, so I'm just like really chatty, I guess. Let's get started. So the first card is something from the past that's worth revisiting. So what happened in my past that is kind of calling me back to take a look at and to re-examine or, you know, enjoy again, reminisce, or maybe change or fix. Like this could honestly be anything. So we have the World reversed for that. So going back to a time where I felt disconnected from the world, where I maybe felt like I had to grow up quicker, which is something that happened to me in childhood. So going back to a time when I felt kind of disconnected from the world, because now I feel like the world for me is definitely more upright. I feel connected to a lot of people through my tarot, and also just through the way that I've changed like my communication skills as I've gotten older, and the people that I connect with is very different now. But when I was younger, it definitely was the world reversed. That was certainly like my world was upside down as a child. I went through a lot. I had a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs, until I was in my early 20s when I kind of sorted out my life. So I think I'm being called to look back to the time when my world was upside down when I was younger. I mean, there were many times where my world has felt upside down, but that's really what calls to me. The world reversed to me is definitely like, I always feel like it's just like a robbed experience, you know, like growing up too fast, feeling disconnected from people because you didn't have opportunities to connect. Maybe you were like in a family that was super authoritative, or you just had a lot of strict rules, or you didn't feel like you could connect with others for one reason or another. But that's always where I feel drawn to with the world reversed. So that's worth rewatching. And the second card is why revisiting this would be helpful to me, which I'm curious to see what they have to say about that. So let's take a look. Why revisiting the world reversed would be beneficial for me. I'm going to do a deck split here. Page of Pentacles. I love the echinacea. So I think this card just came up reversed. I just flipped it around to show you guys and then I honestly forgot. I'm pretty sure it just came up reversed, which really means like reigniting a passion, finding why you enjoyed doing something in the first place. So it'd be worth revisiting kind of to see when I felt disconnected and lost and out of sorts, my world was upside down. That might have triggered something in me to like lose a passion or an interest that I had at that time, and now I'm kind of being called back to revisit that interest. Yeah, so just kind of exploring like my feelings as it relates to my interests and the things that I'm pursuing in my life, and if there's anything that I set down at any time because of this world reversed card, then it might be time to kind of pick up those interests again. And I can think of a few things that this could relate to, so feels relevant so far. Okay, that goes here. I had to look at my spread again. So how can I go about revisiting this? So I'm seeing that there is a loss of passion or interest for something when my world kind of got shifted and I felt, you know, maybe in a darker place at a certain time in my life. I lost some interests and passions and creative interests of mine, and the universe is kind of calling me back to revisit that right now. So how can I go about revisiting that? Like, what actions can I take? What can I feel? What can I do to revisit that? What do I have to open myself up to? Ace of Pentacles reversed. This card is so cute because it has this little turtle on it. Hopefully you can see. My camera hates focusing super close up, but I always want to show you the details. Okay, there. Cute, eh? Okay, so Ace of Pentacles reversed indicates to me that I need to revisit this and being called to it, and I can revisit it by taking action in some things in my life that I have been avoiding or not wanting to take action on. Basically, I'll see success when I take action. So putting down an interest, a career path, or something when I felt that I wasn't good enough or that I, you know, had my world shifted a little bit, by putting that down, if I pick it back up again, I'll see a lot of success in that, which this is all very, I don't know, I'm guessing being a little bit vague maybe, but I can definitely tell what I think these cards are referring to. There's been some things in my life that have come up recently and opportunities that were of interest to me when I was a child that kind of seemed to have been coming up again lately, not by me chasing them, but just by kind of circumstance. So I'm kind of getting the sense that maybe I should be following this, which is so interesting. I'm like shocked at this reading. And I say that I'm shocked because I just didn't anticipate that it would actually be something that I was supposed to move towards. I thought it was just something I was interested in when I was, you know, younger, and that's the end of it. But it's kind of weird that it's come back up and now it's being reflected in this spread. Like, very interesting. Of course, it could be multiple things, but that's what came to my mind initially. Oh, I just dropped a card, and it was the Magician, which is kind of funny. So that definitely, intuitively, yeah, validation for that. So I'm just going to leave the Magician here because sometimes I feel like they are meaningful, and that one definitely was like a yes to what I just said. The last card in this spread is a message from the past. So this is just a general message from the past as it relates to this situation. So like, is there something in the past that wants to be trudged up? Is it really just going to be like an affirmative thing? Or is there like another action or message that wants to come through about the past? This is almost like a prompt for something to think about moving forward. That's kind of why I put this one last. I don't usually put things last in my tarot spreads that are kind of like open-ended, but this one I wanted because I want something to make you think, you know, like there's a message from the past. Either it's going to confirm what you're thinking about in your reading, or it's maybe going to like leapfrog you into more thoughts about the reading as a whole and about the past. So it's kind of like a not a turning point, but like a jumping point for future consideration and more inner work and reflection. So that sentence just like had such a hard time coming out of my mouth. So, a message from the past. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so a lot of things have been divinely planned out in my life, but there's also been a lot of randomness. And we also get the sense of completion a little bit here with these double circles as well, which is very interesting. So I love this depiction. It's so cool. So this card really just indicates to me like the randomness of life and how a message from the past just telling me that like not everything is divinely connected, and some things are and some things aren't. There's some things that are just kind of chaotic and some things that just happen, and we have to just be willing and open to go with the flow and go with things when it works for us and let things go when it doesn't. That's really what I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is all about. Like, we have so much potential available to us, but not if we keep holding on to the past or holding on to what's no longer serving us and not taking any leaps of faith as well. And sometimes you're going to fall, but sometimes you're going to fly. And so that's kind of a message from the past. And I would definitely say that my life has felt a lot like the Wheel of Fortune. It's not my soul card, but sometimes I think it could be because of just, I feel like I'm so blessed, and also my life is just a chaotic mess of randomness and positive and negative events. I mean, maybe everyone feels that way, but I love this card for that reason because it really resonates. So that is my message from the past and something to think about moving forward. So that was a really cool reading. I love this deck so much. Like I said, I don't use it that often because I honestly kind of misplaced it. I misplaced it in that little Cosmic Slumber pouch, but I feel like I always get great readings when I do read with this one, and it's just so beautiful. Such a perfect deck for spring and summer as well because it's just so much nature. Like, look at all those greens, and it's just so pretty. So very cool deck. I'll leave it linked below if you want to check it out. And I will also have the tarot spread below if you want to check that out as well. And I thank you so much for being here. This was a very fun time. Let me know if you want me to keep doing these spread readings and if you like them, because like I said, I'm a little confused why you like them, but I will do what you want. So just let me know. Okay, bye guys.